doing things for their own good and not bad. But that don't come into it, does it? It's just that we're doing bad, but we're not doing any good. It's always the bad, isn't it? George, bear that in mind, will you? Next time.
I told you once you saw it, I accepted it.
Well, you didn't, because you carried on about we'll vote after when we get in the house and everything. Yeah, you said we'll discuss it. We'll discuss it when
I'm
it's
trying to
out.
shut them up, for God's sake.
Yeah, well, please do.
I'm trying to.
I can't believe he's taking it so fucking badly.
I know. Well, let them do what they got to do.
What a wanker. Sorry.
Pete has come to the diary room.
The game's getting more ferocious now, and it is only a game, and it's not that I'm judging them for a real-life thing, but they don't seem to know a difference between a lie and avoidance of the truth. They're manufacturing a whole story and situation, and it just seems really desperate. They could have achieved the same result by saying, with the directors not allowed to discuss anything.
Pete, do you think you're behaving like a real banker?
Well, I'm certainly not dressed like a real banker, but I think you're reducing us to behaving like real wankers. In fact, that was the best question you've asked in the whole time I've been in here.
(10:22 p.m). Tracy, Michael and Dennis are in the kitchen. Preston and Chantel are in the private members club.
Oh, I just can't deal with it. Under pressure. I can deal with pressure, but I'm not dealing with that. I refuse. She drove my head in.
George, Pete and Maggot are in the spa.
How can they not remember that things are thrown on the screen? They must have the memory of fucking goldfish.
Thank you. They ain't saying anything about anything.
It's like fucking Murder, She Wrote, isn't it? It really is. It's Angela Lansbury. Look, I've dealt with enough barefaced liars in my life, and you know what? I'll hang them. I'll hang them and ask enough questions. And the amusement I get is I know they're lying, but I'll make them tell more and more and more and more lies.
Yeah, but just bear this in mind, that there could come a point at which they say, look, I'd rather live on £1 a day than keep this up.
You ever do any acting?
Have I?
Yeah.
No. Never. Ever.
Ever?
Only maybe in my play school, and that was just like bloody Joseph in his amazing Technicolor dream coat. That was about as far as it got. Tracy, why are you looking at me like that?
I'm not. We were just discussing how it was just, you know, everyone started, it just was getting out of hand, and it's just...
Well, what is your feeling on it? Because obviously, you know, everyone's got one.
Well...
She's not nominated, at least she got that out the way.
No, you can say whatever you want, Dennis, but
What's
it's
your
just...
view on it then, Tracy?
No, it's just, you know, it's kind of hard to, who do you believe? Who do you trust? Who do you hold on to? Who do you know, do you say anything? Do you say, where do you fit in? You know what I'm saying?
You say what you feel, and then you find out after who you could trust and who you couldn't. Because you're not going to find that out in this house.
You might.
You might do, yeah, that's true. You might do.
You could.
You might know, but
You
9
could.
times out of 10, you're probably going to find out.
Oh,
And
it's
until
boring.
then,
Can we talk about something else? Honestly, it's boring.
yeah, I know it's boring, Preston, but I'm not going to be called a liar.
Well, who cares?
Yeah, but if you're quite happy to be called a liar, then
Call me. Oh yeah, call me a liar. I'm not.
I
I ain't
don't like
bothered.
being called a liar.
(10:31 p.m).
So you've got 2 more tasks tomorrow?
Yeah.
Of which you're directors?
Huh?
Of which you're the directors?
Of which we're the directors.
I'd strongly advise you, if any of the equipment or any of the things that we need to use to complete the task is malfunctioning and the task seems impossible, in the interest of you getting the 6
before we do it...
But you could have suggested that to us at the time.
No, you're the directors. The director, if I was working with a director who didn't cover those grounds, I'd fire him right away. directors.
Well, I probably ain't fit to be a director.
We didn't put ourselves forward. We just.
We just
No, but if you take on the task, you work out exactly.
But
what
if I take on the task, I don't say I'm a professional director.
Let's not start it over.
No. Right, tomorrow, when the next task comes up, we'll all agree that we're happy with the equipment and everything that we're doing, yeah?
But I don't think me or Chantel have got a future in bank directing, Pete. I'm not trying to suggest that for a second.
With the industry you're in, you should learn to be thorough about things like that. You'll end up.
Well, I've got an
with
accountant for that.
Yeah, but this ain't real life.
What are you rolling your eyes
There's
at?
no way they could have told anyway whether the equipment was malfunctioning. How could they?
All I did was put the bags on the scale, said what it said.
If, as I suspect, it was randomly programmed to be right and wrong and right and wrong.
Which it seemed to be. That seemed to be the pattern.
Because they went in and said to Big Brother, "Is this malfunctioning?"
I swear,
He would say
I put a
no.
bag on, I read the number, and then I said it out loud. That's all I was doing.
Yeah, but surely, right, Big Brother, between £6 a head and £1 a head, they'd want us to have £1 a head, because that obviously...
Well, I don't know.
Stressful shopping, you know, everyone's not going to get what they want. We're all going to be hungry, we're all going to be stressed out, we're all going to be arguing. That's
should
what
look
they
to the
want.
wording
So they
of the
give us a
instructions and
task
stuff
that
like
is impossible. To get 70% of that, when the scales are netting out, we're giving probably more or less every bag back to people. It's taking more time, so you're not going to get 70% done, are you?
So even if the scales were right,
Oh, so we could
I
have.
don't see how you could possibly have counted 70%.
No, I don't either.
But then, even if the scales were right, the fact there was a discrepancy in the currency.
So obviously they're not playing by the rules, the fact they put in other
I think that's right, yeah.
things.
No, that isn't. That's
And they want to create division amongst us.
And it worked, Pete.
It works.
That's what they've been doing for 3 weeks.
Oh, Pete, can't we all just get along, eh?
Stop hugging me like that. Your girlfriend will get jealous.
Can't we just get along, Pete?
No, because I think. Give me a cigarette now.
I ain't got any.
You bastard. I've got nicotine withdrawals and psychotic.